Well, it's finally out. After nearly 5 long months of waiting for it, we finally got Wave 2 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. And I gotta say, I'm not disappointed. Most of the tracks that they added are really unique in their own way, and some of the mechanics are really interesting and fun. And in this video, I'm gonna give my personal opinions on all of the tracks added into the pass, and just talk about how much I like them. Before that though, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. Now first, I'm gonna compare my original predictions to what is actually in the past because I gotta say I did pretty good, not to pat my own back, but I did pretty good. For the Turnip Cup, I predicted LA Laps, Mushroom Gorge, Daisy Cruiser, and Waluigi Pinball, while with the Propeller Cup, I predicted Berlin Byways, SNES's Mario Circuit, Calamari Desert, and Makawoohoo. Hey, 4 out of 8 and this wave ain't bad. I even got the placement of Waluigi Pinball correct, so extra bonus points for me, I guess. I was honestly kinda surprised to see both New York Minute and Sydney Sprint so quickly on. I mean, I was certain New York Minute was gonna be in the Moon Cup because of its city atmosphere, and same with Sydney Sprint. I thought they would do the haha irony of the Boomerang Cup. But nope, here they both are. And hey, I'm not mad about it. The city tour tracks are all pretty good, so no complaints from me. As for the other tracks, the only one I was shocked to see was Snowland from Super Circuit. That just doesn't seem like a course a lot of people wanted, yet we got anyway. But hey, anything's better than Flop Vanilla Lake. Nintendo, if you're listening, I am begging you, please don't add Vanilla Lake or Figure 8 Circuit, please. Please don't, please don't, please. Oh, they also added this really funny thing to Coconut Mall. I guess Nintendo was tired of people hating it for having no moving cars, so they just had Shy Guy make things personal and absolutely destroy you if you run into him. It's honestly kind of funny when it happens. Wish they did the left and right driving thing, but it adds a bit more flavor to see them move now. But without further ado, now let me talk about the Wave 2 tracks and what I think about them. First in the cup is Mario Kart Tour's New York Minute, and I gotta say, I like this one a lot. I always have really enjoyed the Mario Kart tracks that have you driving in the nighttime city through a bustling highway. For example, Mushroom City, Moonview Highway, Neo Bowser City, so on and so forth. New York Minute's no different. Basically, it's taking you through the city of New York, going through areas of Times Square where the advertisements are super pretty looking. I didn't know DK had a musical. Like, seriously, this is such a massive upgrade from Wave 1. Eventually, you'll pass through the Rockefeller Center, because tonight is showtime. Come and walk with me. But I love this track a lot. You can definitely tell the graphics upgrade from Wave 1 and Wave 2, and it looks phenomenal. I can honestly say that this is my favorite city tour track that's in 8 Deluxe so far. The best one is Ninja Hideaway. Sorry, you're not changing my mind on that. Ninja Hideaway goes crazy. You're not changing my mind. I really hope the mic doesn't pick this up. But there's a lot of construction going on outside. And there's also a washer going, like, right next to me. So if the mic picks that up, I'm sorry. Anyways, next is SNES's Mario Circuit 3. A bit of a dull choice in my opinion, but it does bring back a small sense of nostalgia to the days where I'd play Mario Kart Wii. Other than that, there's not much else I can say about it, honestly. However, I do like that the spectators are just chilling on the blocks, waving to you as you race by. That's a nice little touch. I think it gives this track a little bit of charm, I will say. Massive points are being docked for it no longer being an arrow instead of it being now a boring boost panel. Overall, there's worse SNES tracks. You know who you are, but I guess they could have picked that one, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Don't do it to me, Nintendo. Then there's N64's Calamari Desert. I always enjoyed the feeling of calmness this track gave me, and in 8 Deluxe, it gives me a similar calming vibe. However, in this game it's a little less calm because of the trumpets, but it doesn't affect too much because the song is still really good. You can't really go wrong with Calamari Desert, let's just be real. The train isn't as deadly as it used to be in N64 and Mario Kart 7, but that's mainly because you end up driving on the tracks, which is honestly a really cool mechanic. And it's such a nice gimmick for an otherwise slightly boring track. You can still slam head first directly into the train though, which is fun. I like doing that.
Oh my god!
but this track is one of my faves from N64, and I'm glad it got such a faithful remaster. It's one of my favorites. I think the ramp is a little excessive, but it can lead to some funny glitches like this, so I guess I'll take it. But this track is one of my faves from N64, and I'm glad it got such a faithful remaster. It's one of my favorites. And then, of course, the classic Waluigi pinball from Mario Kart DS. This track visually looks absolutely stunning. Even with the cartoony look it has, it still feels just like Waluigi pinball does in any other game that it's been in. I will say one thing though, that cannon thing is literally just a strobe fest and it can kinda strain my eyes a little bit. The pinballs are super scary to avoid and honestly kinda tricky too. And it's kinda fun, but deadly as hell. Ah, just as I remember it. Overall, the Turnip Cup is really solid. I like it. It's definitely one of the better waves. Next is the Propeller Cup, which starts off with Tour's Sydney Sprint, which has all kinds of chaos going on with it. First off, let me say that the music for this one goes crazy. I like how they solved the really long straight path by adding some trick ramps from the T version in the map, which also makes it unique in lap 1 because you gotta go either under or around them. Then there's lap 2, which basically grabs Sydney Sprints 2 and probably 3 and mashes them together for a long-ass lap, filled with plenty of shortcuts. Then lap 3 is the typical reverse of the original, which I do like. Super solid track. I love the way it flows naturally and just how atmospheric it is. Plus it's got a Toad riding a Yoshi, so I don't think it gets any better than that. Next is the most unexpected one this wave, Super Circuit's Snowland. I'm not a huge fan of ice tracks, but Snowland is honestly pretty cool. There's quite a bit of sneaky shortcuts that someone could miss. For example, this giant gap cut that you can take right in front of the finish line. It can be really good, but it's also kinda deadly if you miss, but that's not the point. There's also a small section on the 180 twist where you can trick off an icicle, but I couldn't do it, so here's some footage of somebody doing it. I also think that the bridge shortcut is fun to pull off, the music is nice too, but the thing carrying this track, the thing that makes this track so good and godly, penguins. That's it. Just penguins. Wii's Mushroom Gorge is an extreme classic that nobody can hate, and in this game it's no different. I love how they brought back the old mushroom cut at the beginning of the track. That was a fun shortcut to take in Wii when I was a kid, so I'm glad they brought it back and made it work with 8's physics. I always loved the cave section of this track because you could take one of 2 routes. However, in this game, you get to choose from 3 separate routes, which is super cool because you can go for the lower bouncy shrooms, the glider shroom, or the high up shroom. Also, don't get me started on the visuals, as this is one of the best looking tracks of the past, especially that cave section. Oh my god, it looks so good. Finally, we have the newest track, Sky High Sundae, which, personally, it's a bit overrated. Yeah, it's good, but when you look at it more, it's kinda just a glorified oval. I'm not saying it's bad. In fact, I really like this track. It's just I wish that it was stretched out a bit. But I love the design of this track. You drive on all sorts of things. Ice cubes, ice creams, at one point you go inside an ice cream cone. Peak design right there, by the way. This track is, in reality, Sweet Sweet Canyon 2.0. But it's a great track. The anti-gravity makes it feel a little floaty, but it can lead to some really fun shortcuts. I think it's an okay track though. It makes me want cookies and cream, but then I remember I'm 20 now, and I'm broke as shit, who blows his money on video games and rent. So Sky High Sundae, that's a really great track! Now, my overall thoughts on Wave 2? Great! I think that this is a massive step up from Wave 1, which, while it was good, a lot of people had an issue with the graphics of the tracks and some of the track choices, etc, etc. Wave 2 is definitely heading in the correct direction graphically. Slowly but surely we'll get stellar graphics for these tracks. I hope. I think the track selection is mostly good. I enjoy racing on them all as they feel like nice breaths of fresh air from what we're used to in 8 Deluxe. But what do you guys think? Do you think that these tracks are good or bad? I love hearing your opinions, so let me know in the comments below. But thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate all of your support, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later! Hey everyone, this is Bretzels in the editing room. If I sound any different, it's because I'm recording on my phone and not with my regular mic, because I'm not at my house that has the mic. So that's why I sound a little bit different. But I just want to say a couple things real fast before this video ends. Number one, thank you all so much for your kindness and support on the last video. Seriously, I am even shocked that I reached 1,000, let alone 8,000 views. That is just crazy to me. I want to say thank you all so much for your kindness and support on that video. Somebody might look at that and think like, oh, that's not that popular, but to me, it means the world. When I uploaded that video, I was at like 140 subscribers, and now I'm at like 280, and that's a lot to me. So thank you so much for that. And the second thing is that the day that I'm uploading this, Friday, my birthday was 2 days ago, August 24th. I am now 20 years old, and I was going to record something for my birthday, but I still don't have my capture card. I've contacted them. I was able to get it sent back, but I'm now just waiting for the new one. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all so much for the support. I'll see you later.